Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a pet cube that actually follows you and has your name above it. Get out of here. First off, what you're going to do, you're going to go to your backpack to put your maker pen. Or if you have it favorited, right there, you can pull it from your back. Now, technically you could make the cube anything you would like, a kangaroo for your all sake. But we're gonna have it as a pet cube. I've already made invention on this. Alright, so first off, what we're gonna need is just a cube. I'm just gonna use a cube because whatever. I'm gonna make a baby cube. Now, next off, what you're gonna need is you're gonna configure it to have it a tag. I'm gonna give it the tag E, but you can make the tag anything you would like. Next thing you'll need is a Rec Room object get all with tag. Next thing you'll need is a list element. So let me get that. A list get with element, okay? Put that there. You'll need 2 if chips. Alright, next thing you'll need is an event receiver. And you're gonna configure that to 30 Hertz. Scroll down, 30 Hertz. Next thing you'll need is a Rec Room object that get is local player authority. Put that underneath the 30 Hertz receiver. Next thing you'll need is a Rec Room object get authority. There. Put that underneath that. Now we're gonna get a get local player, but we'll get back to that later. I'm just gonna put get local player down here. Put the get local player down here. We'll get back to that later. You know why the 30 Hertz receiver to the if, the value to the get list element to that, and also this one. So you want to wire the value to Rec Room object get is local player authority. Once you do that, you're gonna do the same thing to this one. And for the result of this, we're gonna wire that to there. Alright, next thing we'll need is a get new line. Just put that next to that. Next thing you'll need is string format. Put that there. You want to add 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs. So whenever you have that, you want to, or 5 or 4 values. So whenever you end up with that, you should have 5 values because you start off with 1 value. Wire the new line to every single value except for the top one. Now what you want to do is configure format and type what I'm typing, okay? Once you type that, you want to do that with an S at the end. And then whatever you want to name it, so pet cube. Then you want to do this. Then you should end off with this. Once you do that, click done. Alright, next thing you'll need is a toString. Put that right there. You know why the result to that one right there? The value to that. So whenever someone gets the text, there will be a text saying like the player's name and whoever owns the cube. Next thing you'll need is a float variable. Put that underneath that, and you want to wire this to that then, and you want to get a velocity set. I'm just gonna put it right there. Move it up a little bit. Do that to that. I like to put my speed at 1, but you can change it whenever if you want to. You want to get a text to set text next. Alright, so now what you need is a text. So I'm just going to get right there. Put the text right there. Wire target to the top of the text right there. Wire this to the result right there. Wire text that text to then on that. Now it should say my name. I'm going to color it black, but you can color it whatever you want to be. I'm also going to make it so it's very thin. So I'm going to put it at a 0. And I'm going to make it so it always face viewer. Now I'm just going to put this text on the cube. Well, before I do that, I'm going to configure this. Click detach from object. So now if you move this, it doesn't move with that. So you want to move this back over here with its circuits. So now it should say that above the cube, but we'll clamp it later. And then what you want to do is below that, you want to get a greater than. Put that below that. What you want to wire do is wire B to that. Then you want to get a time, get precise seconds. Put that underneath that. I like to do it underneath that. Put it on A. You want to do with results to this. So if the connotation on that. Okay, so whenever you wire this if to after the text it text. Now it should be making that sound, but we'll fix that later. Vector 3 normalize, put that underneath that. Wire it. Well, not wire, sorry, you need a subtraction. You want to wire the subtraction to that. You want to get 2 get positions. Wire the first one right here to the get local player. Wire this one to the value of the list get element. Next you want to add a vector create. Vector 3 create, my bad. Change the Y to 1.5. 1.5. Next you'll need is a add chip. You want to have the bottom one connect to that one, and then the top one connect to that one. You know wire the sum to the direction? Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, target goes to list element. You want to get an add chip. I'm just going to clone this one over. Put it right there. Do that. Wire the top of the add to that. Don't wire the bottom. Do 0.8 to the bottom. And then it should work now. Let's get a clamp. Put the clamp. I'm just going to put the clamp right there. Wire the base of the clamp to the cube. Wire the top of the pin to the text. Now you want to configure the cube, make it physical, and now the cube should be following us around the world. And if you want to, you can configure it and make it so people can grab it, and they could just hold their little pet cube, but the text doesn't follow it. It just goes in that one area. And if someone picks it up or touches the cube, they would claim the pet cube. So I'm gonna get someone in here to test it. Alright, so whenever it's following me, if someone picks up the cube, pick up the cube. Pick up the cube. Or touches it. Picks it up or touches it. It would change the name of the text and it will start following them.